What's up, it's Tom. Thanks for clicking on this video. You probably already saw the Royce Lewis walk-off, but I want to dig really deep on both of his plate appearances from last night. I've been talking about how I think Royce Lewis kind of fits in as a platoon guy right now against lefties. That's sort of how it worked out tonight, coming off the bench. I've talked about how I don't really trust Royce Lewis of late. Stuff like this is going to get me to change my opinion, and it's not just the results. It is how that came to be. In both of his plate appearances, Royce Lewis did things that he has not been able to do. So let's start with a walk-off. We're going to work our way backwards, but I mean, how can you not start with a walk-off? Here is that pitch location of the walk-off. It's up and away. We know Royce is a pull guy. He loves to pull. His power is pull side. He doesn't really go the opposite way much. How unusual is this? Well, coming into tonight, well, I'm recording in the evening. You're probably watching this in the morning. But coming into last night's game, he had one hit in that zone. So he doesn't get a lot of hits on those. So that was interesting about the walk-off, you know. Any walk-off is great, but when you're doing that, something you don't usually do. On top of that, not only was the location of the pitch unique for Royce Lewis, the location of the batted ball, the hit. Look at this. On the left, that is where that ball ended up, hitting off the wall at Target Field. And then on the right, you see his 2026 hit spray chart. He did not have a single hit in that area of the field coming into last night. So we have a pitch location that he does not handle. We have a batted ball location that is incredibly unique. He does not hit the ball that way. So these are things to very much take note of, in addition to just, wow, awesome, Royce Lewis had a walk-off hit to win a game, bottom of the ninth, huge situations. The Twins, very frustrating offensive game, hit into 5 double plays. How that's even a thing, I have no idea, but persevered. Let's keep going. He entered this game off the bench as a pinch hitter. Trevor Larnach was set to face a lefty. The Twins pinch hit Royce Lewis. Kansas City brought in a righty. This is not news to you if you watch the Twins much. Royce Lewis gets a ton of balls down and away. Again, he is a pull hitter, and then he also just has a hard time deciphering those pitches and laying off of them. So you see on the left here is pitch percentage, tons of balls down and away. And then on the right, his whiffs by zone. So, of course, he gets more pitches down there. So, of course, naturally, he is going to have more whiffs. But he swings through a lot of pitches down in that zone. Let's take another look. His exit velocity. So, even when he makes contact, again, he's a pull hitter. Most guys are going to have a higher exit velocity, you know, on balls in than away. But Royce Lewis really, even when he does make contact, there's not much he can do on those balls down and away. Not super uncommon for a right-handed hitter, but Royce just has a tough time in particular, and teams just beat him to death down there. Here is the walk that he drew in the 7th inning. 2-out situation, runner in scoring position. He's coming in cold off the bench. And they go with sweepers down and away. That's the book. We all know it. We've seen every team in baseball is pitching Royce Lewis this way. He takes a close one. This one wasn't quite as close, but still barely checks his swing, so he did almost chase that one, but takes. What a way to start that at bat for Royce Lewis. They come in with a sinker in, nasty pitch, but that is a pitch in the inside he could handle, so I don't hate that chase. He does miss this pitch that was hittable, but it's a four-seam fastball that had a little bit more carry than any of other Schreiber's other pitches. They try to get him to chase again. This was a non-competitive miss, I would say, but we've all seen Royce Lewis swing at that pitch. And then another sinker that they were hoping would cut back in to the zone and did not. So that's how Royce Lewis drew a walk, a 6-pitch walk in the 7th inning. That was impressive to me just to begin with. The thing that really set that up was these first 2 pitches of the at-bat. Again, we know, Royce knows, this is how teams are pitching him, but that's so much easier said than done to just be like, well, don't swing at that one. It's easy when you're watching on TV to say that kind of stuff. And when you're not facing the best pitchers in the world. But yeah, he did a great job even in that walk. So this is the pitch by pitch on that pinch hit walk, just to give you the kind of baseball savant catcher perspective. Again, both of those first 2 pitches, sweepers away. It's been Royce's kryptonite, and he laid off of those. If Royce Lewis can do this on a more consistent basis, this changes a lot about this Twins team. Obviously, changes a lot about Royce Lewis beyond any of this nerdy, digging deep stuff. A walk-off hit, tremendous, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth, and again, a very frustrating game for the Twins. To get out of there with a win, it was an escape. Thanks for watching this one. Really appreciate you. We'll talk again soon.